London house prices dropped £17,000 in a month, a 4% drop. That's the biggest in 2 years. Buyers are bargaining harder and holding out longer, and that's not only delaying the process, but forcing sellers to drop prices. Britain's biggest property website, Rightmove, says the average property now spends 95 days on the market, a sign the UK's property recovery is faltering. So here to tell us more is Commercial Director at Rightmove, Shipside. Thanks very much indeed for coming in to speak to us. So we're talking here about the biggest drop in 2 years when it comes to asking prices here in London and returns to values to levels seen in January. Why is this the case?
Well, these are new sellers that have come to the market in the last month, and obviously a seller that is putting their property on the market in holiday time normally has a good reason to sell. Therefore, they've been competitive on their asking prices. We normally see the largest falls in August, and indeed, as you say, the next largest fall we've seen of this magnitude was in August 2 years ago. So keen sellers whilst buyers are away on holiday, so you have to make your prices competitive to attract the fewer buyers that are around.
So what does this tell us about the UK's housing recovery?
Well, we're actually seeing more property coming to market, and I think this is the concerning thing. Compared to the same period last year in London, 57% more properties coming to market. We've measured 19,000 new instructions nearly coming onto the market, and that means an oversupply compared to the amount of mortgage money that's available. So buyers do want to purchase, but restricted mortgage finance to enable them to get a good deal on the mortgage.
So, interestingly, falling prices not necessarily good news for people who are renting, those who can't afford to buy a property because they need to have beefy deposits to get a loan from the bank.
That's right. We did a survey of thousands of renters, and 6 out of 10 renters would like to buy, but they say they can't afford to. So, good news for the rental sector, but in terms of recovery and soaking up that excess stock that now is coming to the market, it's tough because the number of buyers around that can get finance is less.
Very briefly, Miles, is this trend likely to continue? Will the gains made so far this year have dissipated by the year end?
London so far still nearly 5% year-on-year gains, but I think it will end up being flat by the end of the year.
Miles Shipside, Commercial Director at Rightmove, thanks very much indeed.